Well, at your mamo at your crab simano Adriasa and so 937. Yatana say Munun Sadumi Nuna Yabasori. Na Yanama no pay for chosen and shop passports. Adamson Commano Adorson Tibra. So obey a year of phone bra YouTube Nabo and Shot TV. YouTube and Shot TV are live. Our YouTube song. Ebra Yatrasina edit Tuesday edition. I mean, should have the guitar passport, Jumedino, Eddie Abramo, already seated. Garbage ram, garbage the foreigner. A bob woman and in some Dudona or the brain, I would Jumedino Sanafi, Ababy Jumedino, and so I will if you bra. Coach Karim Zito, and the betul just openino, or say or resign as the head coach at the Ama Aye Kumasi Asante. Kotoko after Martin Komo Bena if you and so banina na tifo ya bobo sanse no no a did run but and then you be preview kakra because of say Oko Premier League in ma midweek games so ho and then Chelsea ababo Leeds United or the first leg in the Leeds Chelsea internet Chelsea so no at refi na 7:30 so host team ya from Leeds United West Ham and so betrefi no more Manchester United 8:15 and a sad game no so no ebetimi atodwa oko Serie A so a Napoli be host team a ye form say Como na ye say Portugal oko no Mrs. Yamo efe no amo consider say dachi bia no amo national team no ebema Jose Mourinho reason tie so amo consider opani no atie for the sound common na na bedamo awo dwumadi and so Dani Kabaya esi akan Edema Ayerama Bobo Kodo. Na yese rift view between Oni and the coach Alvaro Abaroa. And also the moon updating nano at the Abramo Awo Jumedino. And so Cristiano Ronaldo finally yese the Yabanisa Branton say strike bia or no ankasakwe biano. Is it on DBBA or sign a back to Al Nassr. Na akosi aya kan biem ade amoma no so no ati for the sound community nano ade bedamo awo dwumadie no enso so se afie kra de medical te ho acham dada so coach Karim Zito or resign as the head coach at the Kumasi Asante Kotoko na make say club no enso ayen share the new technical direction on person moko am say aye Prince Owusu and oye as Karim Zito an assistant no. He said, "Don't actually as the temporary coach, Mfama Aye Kumasi Asante Kotoko Bobo Ekono, now an assistant, and yeah, Kotoko U side. Almost coach a friend say Hamza Obeng. Na Yakoba, customer for the ma Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Na Safuduku, Acheche Sim Kakra at the Amaya Sanso and na chairman Solomon Ofosuari. I also other supporters and I don't know. Also the nano ato sans in Semiemua. Nina Yakoba na yabubu bi etimi edi amamo this and many more insurance 4.5 Tuesday edition of Insurance Guitar Passports Yankwa na garbage ram gabi the foreigner at your for onsho Jumadina say and for my Yakoba Bismarck also bempa Ayala awaha Samson Afifi Manfred omuni na come home riches of Donkor Chado na yedi Jumadino and so edi amamo Yakoma nene na yasho Jumadina say. Good morning. Patronette saying,
"Oh, Yamiadum.
It is Yamiasi.
Yamiadum, yeah, come on. Now, I quite have a view.
We are back.
The journey continues.
Sure. And they give me and cousin Biao.
Mr. Mbambe says, "Sure." Me analysis. I change the episode. Do give me.
And the amor remind me and Karike Baya Wabeyo. Karike. Yenye ude. Aduna Bufi. Your poor game Old Trafford.
Saturday,
no sorry. Na Kofi see council supporters me peja no masum. Adia morimenti mi anye.
Karike baya wabeyo.
Hey,
Karike.
Kofi. Karike team I was shishano Manchester from order.
Oh, video.
Say I just World 11.
Okay.
You say teams in the be in the best player.
I'm be sure.
I'm the Abishai. No team.
No team. Let's a child let's forget in the no she said.
na forget him team. Kofi team we dey na share dey o. Card team we.
Red card. Hey, ready.
Game plan.
He
was our target. You was on a suspect with team.
Red card.
Woman in the red card in Kofono. Tomuti kill them.
Agbina.
And I thought ya. Make that choice Kofi. Form now have fun. You thought ya my funny. Oh, you don't bet on proper position. Hey,
and I finish be.
Oh, never I'll pick it. Team I'll pick it. I'll pick it.
The day. There's a tough one number.
What does you now? The only table. If you to be shut, still not that 5 more. Or 2 good time 5 1. I'm doing. We have to come with this. Bamu Paufo. Ufu Padia. Mo Paufu Papa. Every na ko power as nyedi yeni. We shall be teams. I have been say
4 matches at 12 points.
4 matches
at 12 points. Those when you 12 points, we are 12 points. Over big man on any move. Now, do you think say drama no Indiana
Premier League no?
Yeah.
No.
Because I feel like Obi Odrin say the drama we saw on Sunday most especially, it has ended no. It didn't the Premier League change.
Yeah.
Which what happened at Anfield and has blown the league wide open, both for winning of the league and qualifying for the top 4. And yesterday, for the very first time in 89 years, Liverpool for Man City for completed something that they had not done before, beating them home and away in one season. And for me, it's not just the fact that Man City won, but the fashion in which it happened. Senior City for 1 year, Jumano. And for Liverpool themselves, how the game panned out over 90 minutes was the biggest worry for me. And you see, these two quotes are very instrumental in my analysis of the game. Bernardo Silva said the whole team knew before the game, if we lost it, then the title race was probably over. We are going to fight until the end.
We're going to lose 9.
It would have been the very first time Arsenal would have been on top of the league with 9 points since 2004. So obviously it would have been a new say, oh, Arsenal for top, that would have been the very first time they've gotten 9 points gap on top of the table. So that would have been new. It's a stark difference on the right side. And as Lord says so many times this season, we haven't got what I think we deserved. And this is another game to add to that. I say, I blame you. Say, you see, that is the whole game.
You don't sit back when playing against Man City.
So, who share the possession of the game and the statistics are? The whole game, City were 54% ball possession, Liverpool 46%, XG of City 2.91, Liverpool 1.21. Shot 15-17 to City, 4-7 to City, 5-4 to City, and of course the yellow cards that go on from there, which I think exactly like you said it. But said you started game no. City na dominating kakra. It took Liverpool a while to settle into the game, but between the first few minutes, anytime Omunya Dominico Szoboszlai game, Liverpool had come to dominate the game small. So the game became momentous. It will maybe not City in control. Then Liverpool came to take over. Which the biggest problem was when this brilliant free kick from Dominico Szoboszlai, like you said, Liverpool sat back. They ceded the control to Man City. City for the kick ball on no created the better chances. No more ball near Liverpool, even though they were playing at home. And I kept on asking myself, for how long?
For how long? And I bet you at this city team.
It was great.
It's over here. I want a pepper man. Run check him about.
Yeah, let's control ball in the tight spaces near my Ejumani near Demomo. But what a penalty from Dominico Szoboszlai.
Free kick, no?
Yeah, free kick. What a set piece ball. Which the ball striking was so clean as a whistle. And he gave Liverpool the first goal. At that point in time, for me, it should have gone on to finish up the game. But Bernardo Silva, any team a friend in Liverpool, any team a friend in Manchester City had other plans. A very good ball from Erling Haaland, then Bernardo Silva Katum, Emmanuel 1-1. At that point in time, when the Erling Haaland penalty came, Liverpool kept on chasing, but this save from Gianluigi Donnarumma, what a save. The ball, it took a little bit of a deflection and a dip, then Gianluigi stretched, making sure that Obama Man City a very, very good chance to stay in the game. They did not. O save more than Pep Guardiola Jantas La Rose or is about Pep or you troll papa. O trolling Liverpool was according Yiboro. And then from there, each solid performance from all round. Again, Alisson Becker, saw penalty no course here at that point in time. Then the performance of Abrantier friend Magay. It's also the very first time Abrantier friend Erling Haaland has scored a goal at Anfield. No, she go Anfielder. And it's the 23rd out of 24 game stadiums our ball honoma washe. The only stadium Erling Haaland she go honum the Stadium of Light against Sunderland. That's the only place he has not scored. But since then, Oshe from Etihad, London Stadium, St James, Villa Park, Molineux, Ellen Road, Emirates, Vitality, Selhurst, St Mary's, Craven Cottage, Goodison, Turf Moor, Bramall Lane, Old Trafford, Stamford Bridge, City Ground, Tottenham Hotspur, American Express, King Power, Portsmouth Road, OTEC, GTEC Community Stadium, Anfield yesterday, and then of course the Dickinson Stadium. He made a job.
Yeah. The third goal now, referee disallowed.
Yeah.
Minimum what can you say because time in now game referee one herself of a foul.
Yeah.
So Busla coaching Haaland.
Yeah.
Because now Haaland our position and now go no betu abobo na she train.
Yeah.
Then onu be di Haaland and him na Haaland so train.
Yeah.
But check it ball no boy and then na koto atren.
Yeah.
Referee coach van the bar and also one go no.
Yeah.
Wama so Busla red card because wama aye Haaland enti man ko ball na to atren.
Yeah.
It go no ya disallow.
Yeah, so
the decision no what do you say?
So first off, referee no Gina Park na so the Ojigo.
Yeah, Ojigo, yeah.
But VAR called him to it. Rich, it may not make sense from regular footballing point of view, but Emran no. So this is what happened, like you are saying. Dominico Szoboszlai like Erling Haaland, and a referee no ball play on.
Okay.
Who said that it was advantage, ball neko share. So he played it on. And again, Haaland did not fall down there. But immediately, Dominico Szoboszlai like he got the advantage. And overtaking Erling Haaland.
And Haaland so chain.
And Haaland so chain. But at that point in time, the ball. So this was the first foul that he allowed to play on. Then the ball went on. When it went on, the goal scores back. On also foul. So he has given goal because okay, my chef first one may okay with it, your advantage. On also foul. But where so a second foul of Haaland actually was lying. Look at it and say, what play on the first one there? You should look at this.
Okay.
So he goes to the monitor and look at this. Okay, Haaland so actually. Then how do you balance the situation? Common sense. Okay, then the goal should not stand. Dominico Szoboszlai gets punished for the first foul because no a last man. He gets the red card. Then the goal gets chalked off. A lot of disagreement will come, but then those are the rules on the night. Rich, this is what it looks like in the quest for the title. And then Madame Fupa or Arsenal Jan Mensah Square. Now he's telling me say no or per se City for chase Arsenal until it becomes mathematically impossible. Now City for feeling how it pains, how it feels so Arsenal for chase you they be no with me league. Sabi no person the Pep. On person be 10 points, 7 points there be keep on chase 6.5, 6.5 sir. But these are the games that are yet to be played. Social matches we are, which a lot of things can happen. Nyema be brave BCC in the matches. Which Michael Carrick made it 4 out of 4. And honestly speaking, from the beginning of the game, you could tell say Michael Carrick had a plan to head team and friend Tottenham Hotspur. And there's one thing that I need to first point out. Say me assure say by now, when we a lot of short videos a United team, no, throw inside or them, then they will switch play. It was the key tactic in the game in beating team friend Tottenham Hotspur. The constant overloading of one side of the pitch and then isolating for United to attack. It was very clear. And this is one part of it. In the lead up to the second goal for one, there was a very, very good overloading of this side to isolate our branch friend Amad Diallo, which is very, very important in that game. Christian Romero, a fine centre back. But this is why sometimes a lot of things have not gone to him. This is wearing the second red card. And any 3 matches ban, a 4 matches ban. Which, because of the current form of Manchester United, the English Premier League top 4 will be more difficult than it used to be, than you'd have thought. And can you Ruben Amorim and Manchester United? I wouldn't have been worried at all for Chelsea and even for Liverpool. But because of Michael Carrick doing the simple things, profiling the players all, and the results that he's getting, and it makes the top 4 and the place for Champions League very difficult. Right? Put him advantage back where United kita. United Embo FA Cup, Ombo Champions League, Ombo EFL Cup. On week be over 26 days, one match pay. So they'll work a lot on the training grounds and come and play. Whilst teams like Liverpool, Chelsea, and Aston Villa and Man City will be playing a lot of European competitions in between, whilst playing local competitions also as well. Which we have to give credit to Bruno Fernandes. He is a complete legend. I just do not agree with United fans who says that he is Premier League top 3 greatest midfielder ever. Oh no.
No, they was him.
Oh, say
some catch us Saturday. Some catch up. Say Abraham on groove more. Now they also on number 10 rule. No, they Jan on number 10. Now we are Casemiro and the Kobe man is sitting deep. So I'm tackling work now.
But still, he is not. For me, he is not Premier League top 3 in the history of the game.
I know there was.
Send you make any massive. And we think
he's the best player.
No problem. Yes, massive. And we think I'll go for a bit to be coming here because I don't think so. Bruno Fernandes the best player in the history of the even in Manchester United, he comes after a lot of people, but of course he's a legend of the club, and I have to take it from him. Which Arsenal today 3 goals to 0. I told you, it will not happen at the Emirates. You can be Sunderland at the Stadium of Light, but not at the Emirates when they have to win. And which Sir Victor Gyökeres, the best days as Arsenal centre forward has come when Arsenal are quick to release the balls. When he's playing with Eberechi as a Kai Havertz, it's quick for bench friend Victor Gyökeres to be able to get a job done. And I told you before the game, say Arsenal have gone 44 games unbeaten against teams that are newly promoted. And it was a record that was held by Chelsea with 43. And now Arsenal set a new record in terms of newly promoted sides. And they got a job done. In 2026, yes, Victor Gyökeres is not getting goals, but he has gotten 6 of it this season in terms of the number of goals with our better friend Ego Jesus Mo, and of course Arsenal on top of the English Premier League, 6 points. Do you think say Mikel Arteta will be worried about say Entinyang 9 points now? For me, I think ask me where Adjo bro BBNC. Let's continue again. We were not lucky for them to be able to lose against Liverpool, but then we continue again. Which who is all China matches all? Ochama United move West Ham away at the London Olympic Stadium.
Problem.
Chelsea at Nefi against Leeds United. Which you remember when Liam Senior took over Chelsea's job? Mekacho said he is looking for low-hanging fruits, and I've used that word for a very long time. Say as a Oba Chelsea team, he has realized that the big problem for the team is psychological. Almost psychological fruit is kakra. I say in the face of adversities, they're not able to stand up better and then face them. They have issues in that regard, which I think that's been the biggest change that Liam Wilson has done at Chelsea. Yes, Michael Carrick has played tougher games, but Liam Wilson has also had 4 out of 4, and for him that is huge. We share the conversation of data. Chelsea says the highest XG as at the time of the game on Saturday with 43.7 XG. It was a game no more. It was against team my friend Wolverhampton Wanderers. And for me, there are a couple of things that I realized from the game. One, Adia Bakwana Eding Emma Enzo Maresca was to break down the low blocks. And that is not to take anything away from Enzo Maresca. Maresca is a more structured or strict positional play. But away from the psychological base that Liam Rossini has given the Chelsea team, he has also been able to give them the ability to have a lot of rotations tactically. And someone shared their rotation on the field of player. Almost every zone. Although now was playing with a 5-back compact form, every time Chelsea had an extra man. In the first phase of ball progression, Robert Sanchez Mecano Mania 3-2. Then in the middle, Chelsea you have a 4. I think that's rich. Liam Rossinier is using of our brand friend Andre Santos will probably be the key game changer for Chelsea this season. because Andre Santos has played under him before. So Andre knows exactly how Liam Osinier wants to play. And that also gives Chelsea 3 midfielders. In the Chelsea team now, they played with Andre Santos in the middle with Caicedo. And Obo Abante friend Enzo Fernandez as a left winger on paper. Then without the ball, Enzo Fernandez now came into the left half space. Then Andre Santos sat with Abante friend Moses Caicedo. That led to 3 goals. Cole Palmer's first half hat-trick. Obia what's actually on Shedanya game Nibimbo because of injuries. This was good confidence booster for Abante friend Cole Palmer. But again, the Wolves game doesn't matter. The most important game for me between Chelsea and Manchester United now, when United go away to the London Olympic Stadium and Chelsea stay at home to play against Leeds United, Leeds share Chelsea in the first leg at Ellen Road. They need to respond. If they do, they give themselves a huge push because Manchester United are tough. We said it that at home, Barca will do the job against Mallorca, and they did. But the key points I want to speak about are Bantewe, which I've been telling you, Lamine is speaking at the right time. The only thing, Marseille versus Paris Saint-Germain, which now the second goal for Paris Saint-Germain, Ousmane Dembele ball, which nobody should try to gaslight us into saying that Dembele did not deserve the Ballon d'Or. Inside, outside, with his weaker foot now, on ball, first ball.
And he was the man of the match.
I'm telling you, not going to show. So looking at say Roberto Di Zerbi Casa Sana or no Obama say because of the social Paris Saint-Germain, Obeshe Paris Saint-Germain. How? We walloped them 5-0. Look at Kvaratskhelia goal. And it was total control from team and friend of Paris Saint-Germain. When I looked at that and I look at Lamine Yamal and the kind of comparison about age, I don't know. Are we going to get to the point of the season where Abia Kupama injuries never come? No, I started goals. Maybe Estavao, Piqué, and Lamine Yamal. Then we start. We say the baby comparison not bad. Kupama, Lamine, young players. Yes, maybe we'll get that because we say prepara home, and then they are coming back. Mark Bana also so solid now, and then. Juan Laporta has resigned from his job as Barcelona president because he needs to give way to Rafa Youth to conduct the elections for them. I think that he's going to win. Maybe they have had the powers. There is no need for them to stretch anything. Omoma Juan Laporta and trust because of the job that he has done. Mbappe on a 6-goal scoring streak was Spanish La Liga. And now at the Mestalla against Valencia. It took the player that scored in the very first game, Abante friend Alvaro Carreras, to open up the scoring, and then Mbappe in the dying embers of the game to make it 2-0. Solid. Now, after the game, Dani Carvajal was not happy. Who's on the bench? Now, Trent Alexander also a bench. But then, Oshe Abante friend of Arbeloa, he played a player from the La Fabrica. Abante friend Jimenez and a ball right back on him. So the 2 senior right backs on the bench, they did not play. But I'll say, after free injury, he doesn't want to stretch them too much. Madrid, at the end of the day, got a job done. 3 goals, 2 goals, and what it means is that in the 4 games Alvaro Arbeloa in the Spanish La Liga, he has won all of them. Which the very first game of Mbappe without Vini, Rodrigo, and my better friend Jude Bellingham, he managed to get a job done. So we'll see how it's going to go. Midweek, will be a lot of games. Barca bought the first leg with Atletico de Madrid in the Copa del Rey at the Wanda. Atletico be Okoshe Real Betis in the Copa del Rey Bibrino. Real Betis by the few share 1-0. I mean, it tells you there's going to be another one.
Okay, I Saturday night,
yeah, I think he mentions this. One team up and down the same week.
In the space of 1 week.
Yeah, and a little bit tricky. So Atletico Madrid. Me, I don't understand. It beats them again, but they were not able to do that. It's Rich. Now Saturday, no, uncle for any discount. See how they.
It sounds so green.
I say, oh, yeah, boys no so green. So I say, my boys in discuss.
Say yeah.
After baby Anna.
Yeah. So never our boys in the.
Yes, and I say, funky can count.
David. Is it a coffee?
We clean.
Marita.
Martin. Today, and then mom can crave no munko fikesi more.
Okay.
Send them top here because of China big games are on, but let's just give them a few. For today, mom me and Sape. Rich first one a BW3 A9 C181D. Second one a BW3 A9 C032C. And the last one a BW3 A9 BF451. Rich, Eradinto Greens and Gusuma Sena de Bia.
Amen. Yame and to green and good in also and Famobia Obetrabi. Oblita Komi. As a child, I think Manchester United need to extend the contract of Casemiro for at least 1 year. Always remember that Manchester United is the greatest club on the earth and some part of heaven, and I love that. Manchester and yes, so big team. Good morning. Patronette saying,
"Oh, Yamiadum." Yeah, come on. Nah, we are
back.
The journey continues.
Sure. And they give me mention can't be out.
Mr. Mbambe says, "Sure." Me analysis ya change ra bezo do game me enye game
adiamo remanti mi anya karike baya wa beyo karike yenye ude anu agufi ye pon game yi Old Trafford
Saturday
no sorry na kofi ye see council supporters mi peda no ma so mu adiamo remanti mi anya
karike baya wa beyo. Hey, Carrie.
Kofi, Carrie team I was sharing Manchester from order.
Oh,
say I just said World 11.
Okay.
You say teams in the be in the best player.
I'm the shy.
No team.
Let's say a child let's forget in the no she said.
And I forget him team. Kofi team we dey na share dey. Carrie team we.
Red card. Hey, ready.
Game plan.
He
was our target. You was on a suspect with him.
Red card.
Woman in the red card in Kofono. Tomuti kill them.
Agbina.
And I thought make that was Kofi. Form now have fun. You thought you my funny.
Oh, to
oh, you don't bet on proper position.
Hey, and I feel be.
Oh, never I pick it. Team I pick it. I pick it.
The day. There's a tough one number.
Oh, that's you. Now they won't table. If you to be shut, still not that 5 more. Or 2 good time 5 1. I'm doing. We have to come with this. Bamu pa ufo. Ufu pa dia. Mo pa ufu pa. Every na ko pa na nye die hiani. Which are big teams I have been say
4 matches at 12 points.
4 matches
at 12 points. Those when you 12 points, being on 12 points, over big man only the move. Now, do you think say drama no Indiana
Premier League no?
Yeah.
No.
Because I feel like Obi Odrin say the drama we saw on Sunday most especially, you know, it has ended no. It didn't the Premier League change.
Yeah.
Which what happened at Anfield and now has blown the league wide open, both for winning of the league and qualifying for the top 4. And yesterday, for the very first time in 89 years, Liverpool for Man City for completed something that they had not done before, beating them home and away in one season. And for me, it's not just the fact that Man City won, but the fashion in which it happened. Senior City for 1 year, Jumano. And for Liverpool themselves, how the game panned out over 90 minutes was the biggest worry for me. And you see, these two quotes are very instrumental in my analysis of the game. Bernardo Silva said the whole team knew before the game, if we lost it, then the title race was probably over. We are going to fight until the end.
We're going to lose 9.
It would have been the very first time Arsenal would have been on top of the league with 9 points since 2004. So obviously it would have been a new say, oh, Arsenal for top, that would have been the very first time they've gotten 9 points gap on top of the table. So that would have been new. It's a stark difference on the right side. And as Lord says so many times this season, we haven't got what I think we deserved. And this is another game to add to that. I say, I blame you. Say, you see, that is the whole game.
You don't sit back when playing against Man City.
So, who share the possession of the game and the statistics are? Rich, the whole game, City were 54% ball possession. Liverpool 46. XG of City 2.91. Liverpool 1.21. Shot 15 to 17 to City, 4 to 7 to City, 5 to 4 to City, and of course the yellow cards will go on from there, which I think exactly like you said it. We said you started game no. Me City na a dominating kakra. It took Liverpool a while to settle into the game, but between the first few minutes, no, anytime Omunya Dominico Szoboszlai game, Liverpool had come to dominate the game small. So the game became momentous. It will maybe not City in their control. Then Liverpool came to take over. Which the biggest problem was when this brilliant free kick from Dominico Szoboszlai, like you said, Liverpool sat back. They ceded the control to Man City. City for the kitabo onebo. Omna created the better chances. Omna no more born here Liverpool, even though they were playing at home. And I kept on asking myself, for how long?
For how long? And I bet you at this city team.
It was great.
It's over here. I want a pepper man. Run check him over. Yeah,
let's control ball in the tight spaces near my Edumani near Demomo. But what a penalty from Dominico Szoboszlai.
Free kick, no?
Yeah, free kick. What a set piece ball. Which the ball striking was so clean as a whistle. And he gave Liverpool the first goal. At that point in time, for me, it should have gone on to finish up the game. But Bernardo Silva, any team a friend in Liverpool, any team a friend in Manchester City had other plans.
Ina anti atuminenti call YouTuber ye juma de live ho na wa subscribe ya anytime bia video bia be ready no wonsa ebetimi aka na ayekama e dia ma e wo yan chicha wodo nyina so nti komani nyina ni ana no pe no ya sase ye di juma ni nyina e dia ma won chiche awodo so na wo messages no ja be permission me Donkor enso back in kan nyina e dia ma na ma min sase same and matches bi wo ho ayese ye hwe na ye power Uko Italia, eno aye Coppa Italia, eno SSC Napoli, wamum ani komo bobo kone wo game, eno so ese toja, eno ya Coppa Italia quarter final game, eno so eba so Uko Premier League na ewa England, eno so Chelsea, enyumene nonson wamani Leeds United, and ebo eno ya 7:30 na yenya Everton bobo kono, wamani AFC Bournemouth ebo, eno so ya 7:30 wa abrekwa na yenya Tottenham Hotspur, wamu ani Newcastle, and ebo West Ham United, and Manchester United, and they this year into Manchester fan now say anya de so be unity kopim say Manchester United be winning matches no maku num na san we unity ko abna and then ye hwe nim say bia mutime e we ni akwa ne betumi unity na and so comment na no e reporter eba e wo dwuma de so na no pa ye ka tire e de ma wo Germany DFB Pokal Cup and so quarter final game eto jano e Hertha BSC wo mene Freiburg wo bokonum and this year into no ya matter eto jwa e wo dwuma de so ne ye ka tire de ma no ada wo ko Italian Serie A na game back eto jwa enum enso ye ka Glawe Cacho wo mene AS Roma and this year no ko ne be na tese ayade so Toyin Malin enso amantana na kazentra me no anakoda na e power ye e de ma AS Roma no ye reporter eba e wo dwuma de so na no pa ye ka tire e de ma won checha wo do so na wonim so ko Manchester United since Market Carrick ese ne dwuma de ase no na de tie ne mrantia yabo game a man of the match akwadi ama wonim se Carlos Enrique Casemiro wono no wanya ndodo pa Casemiro sisia no akwa no obi a wo so wo na bo na Casemiro ebo no enye izo de tie ne wanya 2 times Harry Maguire anya ba kom anti eno enso nkoba kakra ne atesa nya sam koto Bruno Fernandes enso enya ba ko na Casemiro against Man City when a man of the match and Casemiro against Fulham when a man of the match Harry Maguire against Arsenal wono na onya and Bruno Fernandes enso against Tottenham Hotspur wono so enya man of the match nti ane ya report free Manchester akati adi aba awo dumade suna ha Mamelodi Sundowns say womo aye analyst ba ko woma omama suspension ne din adi Mario aye Amasa kwabna de nto omama no suspension ya say omuso ma hedi di wo looking information adi ma enkrofo abonte omuso ma yo matatis amata say tatis na ni kwan say kwa abonte na wonim say coach ani din adi ade say Makwena wono na okra Orjas Boboko nom na onsa na no da omukọ Algeria akọ womo ba return encounter eno Saturday na sa game betoja womo sin komo bia ade say MC Orjas phone edinam womo tra say hu say womo technical department no ana liki info ade man crofo no na akwa no yaw de ball na wo so anya no kwa anya ade say woni ne former coach Makwena edi komo bia woni Makwena anya ade say o makasa impona akwa say akwa tatis abre bia na say bibi sa beta omo say omo do mo hwani dia omo tatis no ade say walike enso ede amo pain na chese omo so ama no suspension ene ya reporter eba ewa dwumade so na no pay no ya ketere ede ama wan sisi awodo so Alexis Macalexa ne papa aye Carlos aye Macalexa na Carlos ana ede nkomo ede eba sisi ne ba no uko Liverpool bobo ko ma bo na akoda ne bo no ewa suru ye pa na manfo keka so ebia ofa bi ba wan hwe ya na papa no decide man ba na ose yanka emobi anta say sisi ane ba Macalester wagini enye no no be decide ma akoda no and he says decision bi aba team bi ba na say abrante ntusu so obekọ ana so betina Liverpool enye ono papa Carlos Macalester ana obehwe aye say adwuma no ade say ne ba na nkasa ana obehwe edi say adwuma na ntie enye ade say ono eba beka ho asem bia eno ye reporter eba ewo dwumade so afinya ade nkoma kakra de atudwa wo ye Barcelona player oye prize oni ba ye bisa say World Cup any UEFA Champions League no dia ino pese wo gene kane pa ana o cheso nyame anim ne mienu nyina no ba ba sa nyina no anu ya dia na ewo ni tirim ye pa se ne ye ko bisa say dia he ana o pese wo je be ye ten e dia ma ne ye pa because what twani ba so na say ne football na be kwa nim na one Barca adi Champions League na face no one ne team anu our prize no enso etima the World Cup nti wo ko bisa na mu ba ko pa dia e be ye ten pa Ediama no ene ya reporter menseka ewo dwumade so na no pe no mekete Ediama woko RCD lensa onse omo aye dwuma ye pa no mo former coach bako okay mama starting ni say start Rene womo head coach ani di ade Habib Baye womo chese papa no enya de so betimi ene omo aye dwuma no enti womo apamu open no na omo chese se omanya pam ni je coach saka nyina ha womo he no omo ni omo ade dwuma na eno no panya ni de Frank Hayes wanom na enkane no coach RCD Lons Bobokono reporter menseka say we coach womo ehwe so betimi enya no afi womo de coach makobako ebeye num atosane ani womo hese ebio betimi enya mu bako Patrick Vieira Edmund my Laurent Blanc eka ho anafe we seal eka ho Didier Digard anafe openya ni din edi Alexander Dichoy we payfo me to mu din say sisi an start Rene epem bako na afi womo so haya no na waye adwuma adi amomo eno so nkoma kakra ne metisa Barca womo se womo si tower bi ewo Dubai Barcelona for de womo sika asem na dia entia Barca de womo sika asem yese womo se sa tower no womo kwa kobie Barcelona store ewo ho na oma bie small museum enso ewo Dubai na yese se Barcelona for timi ebo womo si sa tower ni wi anu abia no Barcelona ebetimi anya 10 million euros e de free ho 10 million euros no ana Barca benya efi satawa no musiro Dubai no enti eno ya dia Barcelona for asase a chese omo so aye eno ya reporter mensaka ewo tumade so na meko Madrid na meko akodi nkoma kakra na meko Madrid na no pa ya metiti se abato abalo ano kwabra we na aduma na oma na anto aso because omo se dressing room no omo di nkoma wono so niam seki kakra obeka last week na mesa se di san nkoma na edema mema remvisi ya ba beka na dada se yesi Madrid se womunya yanka Shanking Club and comedy adwuma no be ma na face Shanking Club etima ya adwuma no adjaba mo bada yase papa na cheche niema ba ko mienu bia se team ni etimi ye e de man dey likely say bi obeba be from Madrid Boboko no enso coach Diamete so yeso obenya two defenders obenya two midfielders na defenders no be bato yase center backs and obenya and two midfielders and obenya the return of Hendrick and of Madrid wo mu two players bi wo ha yase say papa no said that nyado mo sa baako aye Jude Bellingham ana baako ye Eduardo Camavinga ene a reporter mensaka sese ene no Shanking Club baba be fa adwuma no dia made de hwe atoto sa ne ma no dia obi likely so betima baba ye sa adwuma no ene so nkoma kakra ne na kwabadi dikama me Jose Mourinho kran sana me komani ma metimi akomani reporter mensaka ya say Jose ente na yama Jose adwuma na adwuma na omedi ema no the Portuguese na setim nkoma kakra mensaka no na Roberto Martinez am the time mensaka say Roberto Martinez betimi akọ na say Roberto Martinez akodia adwuma no yesi Jose Mourinho and e bia likely so betimi dia ma Jose Mourinho na Mourinho so ba befa na wakoti setim no ene ye reporter mensaka eno na kobasa de na tese Benfica adwuma die no abana wi ansa na yesi Benfica for tese se kobasa se Jose Mourinho be kwadia ene omuni obi on be kwakofa no se Ruben Amorim wo mo tese Amorim adwuma na wo ye dem sport CP no se Jose ekonomo kofa na fe wo be Benfica adwuma no mfi se ene ma betimi aye kama enso edama mo nche Ruben Amorim ente ebi obasa ko back to Portugal ene yankoba kakwa so Ruben Amorim efina kate edi eba ewo dwuma de so ameka tere edi ama na Dani Carvajal yase Carvajal buafu ye pa na de nche Carvajal gwedwa pa yase yaso ko madida yase abante no ewo gidi se abalu abaye no headan use no na wadon so o no ball na o na sabi on sansa wo de no two players wo mu sia kan wo akese ni ma wo de o mu nyina ya penti se de enti na Madrid be ya selase na ebi o te bench ni ade papa ne yese ha no pa enti ono de ye ka players wo mu nseda enya da abeto abalo papa we enso e kan be no reporter Dani Carvajal akate ba wo dwumade so ne make etere e de ama won sesa wo do nyina so na world cup na eguso ebobo ebeanesa enti ama hodo na sa so mototo omniema na onse Ghana ya bifi ya technical team no oko Brazil also stories na say eba medi unkomo pi ediama na ukwa de France na sa tiba kwamna omuso mu goalkeeping department no ehwo ye dim papa goalkeepers ni ya ni so mu yi omu anesa na emom no mo say goalkeeper de say aya miensa mi bebubo mu din so ma we ya o metimi adop omo esa say other ones na adwuma na omo bo no anya sam keto akra enti afi ne ya koi we ye goalkeeper na one na matches do na mfama utiba likely say World Cup no ebia no majawumu Lucas Chevalier wono ye goalkeeper edema pato PSG boboko no o mutele sa branch no wanyene no ho no one started and the matches ni nyina na ebi oda bakom na ye the second goalkeeper aba bedama one here na chance World Cup no wo man fa Lucas Chevalier anko offense Afonso Aloela aka ho ana Bri Samba enso edimu ntintima wo mutele goalkeeper so metimi ama mo chance no yaso kokko mo boboko na wo mu wo Jean Batos ho na Jean Batos bona akudan go na woda ohodo enya sam ketwa kra awokomo waye adwuma ne yepa anom wo Rupin aye Risa wono na acid lons boboko no watwirimo yasi go na Risa enso eda no wasuri yepenti sakobase se wom enso ekọ World Cup na likely say bia wom dofo Chevalier ma wo metimi ama gogi pese mu baako enso etime kana chese eno aye kama eno ye reporter mensa eka awodwuma de so na Frank Ribery abusia de tienie yasu ko US by 2015 and almost investigations bi ase na some investigations no woman na ma no makonya aya files bi na some files no woman say by 2021 and almost say files no wo mu bie mu nkakraka na anom the person of the file no ababontem reporter mensaka say this week file no wo mu bie ma dia omede babonti ya say Frank Ribery Bila ade say ne wo bon ayan sensemo na sansambe na Frank Ribery Bila ne wo bon mo wo mo teso payin bia ade say ne din adi Jeffrey aye FCN na Jeffrey FCN ya say wano asase na okoye teacher ni ne kodi na odi certificate ana odi kodi teacher ana open ya pam no na chese okọ financing firm ana say banking job asia ana onya scan no akasa te the firm ana chaso asase ni amanfo edi djuma na yase ono no ni djuma di owodi no wani anim te ne akuku dampi na edi djuma ebi ye politician ebi ye footballers ebi ye singers ni ade wonya kase a sa papa ni tin ade say Jeffrey ɛyɛ epsi no ɔnsɛ da ɛne ndi ɛyɛ dwuma saa na papa yɛde bobɔ no yɛse child trafficking ana afei underage yɛka sɛ raping ana papa no di mu ntintima asa da atene koraa no yɛsɛ ɔno saa ne fam no a wabie no dwuma odidi yɛ sɛ ɔmo sesa nkoda underage a no aka to so ɔmo kɔ akɔyɛ massaging na massage na wobɛhu ane sɛ ne mpemfoɔ ne faw saa ne fam no a wabiebien saa na ɔyɛ na fa na ɛno ada ɔmo bie mu no ana ɔmo kyɛ sɛ papa yɛ ankasa deɛ wɔmo te ne kɔto mu ama kyɛ sɛ prison hɔ ana wɔfiri mu a no kra no wɔn gu so wɔn yɛ ne nsɛm ɛhwehwɛm dia wɔku wɔ panyin wei na wɔn yɛ ne nsɛm dia wɔku wɔ panyin wei na wɔn kɔ hu saa fa na yɛsi din bebree wɔm ɛne mfonyin bebree wɔm na ɔhɔ a no wate sɛ yɛsi saa wei ka ɛyɛ fa no ho bi na ɛno na ɛno ada aba sɛ Frank Ribery yɛbɔ ne din a ɔfa no wɔn bie fa no a yɛsɛ saa ebire bi wɔ kɔntakte wɔ panyin ne deɛ de Jeffrey ɛyɛ FC sɛ wɔbɛyia nkoda a wɔn yɛ underage na wɔn yɛ party bi saa ne party na ɔmo yɛ na wɔbɛnya nkoda wei nso ɛwɔ ɛyɛ saa ɛyɛ party na sɛ ɛna agya wɔn nso ɛma nkoda ne kɔ wɔse nkoda ne kɔ baayɛ a wɔn bɛka kyerɛ ne sɛ Frank Ribery kura ne fie hɔ Ribery ɛyɛ sɛ ɔbɛ asɔɔte akoda baako ankɔpɛsɛ nkatɛ sɛ ɔne ne yɛ sɛmi akwaban ana yɛ sɛ abaayɛ na ante aseɛ na kyerɛ sɛ ɛma no kɔkɔ yɛ asɔɔte afei ɛno akyi kura mpo no wokɔ ɛyɛ saa party na ɔyɛ invite nkoda no nso ɛwɔ asɔɔ na ɛno nso sɛ no nkoda na anda edifo no adeɛ sɛ wɔn ne wɔn di dwuma ɛwɔ hɔ atɛsɛ ne nyinaa aba abɛtɔ dwa ɛwɔ saa fa nim ti reporter ɛba yɛ sɛ yɛsia no atɔ de Frank Ribery na yɛsɛ nyɛ Frank Ribery nkwa yɛsɛ ɔne ne lawyer panyin ne ti ne ɛde Sylvian ɛyɛ Camille wɔn nyinaa ɛdin apiepie saa fa nim bi atɛsɛ egu so ɛsa sɛ ɛno yɛ reporter ɛtɔ dwa ɛwɔ dwumadie so a ɛna no pɛn no yɛka kyerɛ ɛde ama na ama mentwɛ ne na menkɔ league no yɛsɛ Premier League no why not no wɔn de rate ne ɛde aba sɛ Arsenal na bɛgya na yɛgya de league ne gyayɛfo ama Manchester nyinaa ho bɔ league no azɛmpa de Mark Carrick Kadaroba na yɛsɛ sisiɛ no wohwɛ per point a deɛ obɛtumi ade league deɛ ɔbɛn sɛ ɔbɛgye league no ɛyɛ Arsenal wɔn points no ɛyɛ adeɛ sɛ ɛmu nwa koraa ɛyɛ bɛyɛ 1.20 ana wohwɛ ɛyɛ Manchester City a 5.0 Manchester United ɛyɛ 41.00 ana ɛyɛ Aston Villa ɛyɛ 101 ana kyerɛ sɛ ɛnom ɛne the rating kyerɛ sɛ sɛ wohwɛ the odds na wɔn bɛtumi ade nti no wohwɛ odds adeɛ ne odds ɛwɔ soro paa sika no so no ɛkyerɛ sɛ mu yɛ den so wobɛtumi ade na deɛ odds no wɔ fam no ɛyɛ deɛ ɔbɛn so wobɛtumi ade nti wohwɛ ma Arsenal saa 1.2 no na ɛkyerɛ sɛ Arsenal na ɛbɛn so wobɛtumi ade league no ɛde ɛkyɛ ɔmo na so ɛne yɛ reporter ɛba na Cristiano Ronaldo so ɛdi isi adeɛ chama enya ate asɛ sɛ nasa no wɔbɛhyɛ asɛ na West Park so na wɔne nasa ahwɛ abom na mɛtete sɛ somewhere bɛyɛ Saturday ana Cristiano Ronaldo bɛsi park so na ɔne nasa aboboko no ɛnɛɛma nyinaa yɛ kama ɛde ama musisi adeɛ training no ɔbɛhwɛ no aha aseɛ saa atweateɛ no a wɔteɛ no wɔbɛhwɛ na waba back na ɔne ɔma ayɛ adwuma sɛ yɛse public investment fund foɔ no ana wɔn ne chama ahyia kwabena yɛsɛ wɔn ne Ronaldo hyia yɛ Ronaldo sɛ ɔwɔ nneɛma bi a ɛsɛ ɔka ho asɛm so mutumi yɛ deɛ a ɛne ɛnkyɛ ɔbɛba back nɔma wayɛ sɛ a wɔse ne team na ɔmo de players ne ka wɔn mo hwɛ no ɔmo ntwa obiara ka wɔn mo twa obiara ka a ɔbɛba afei number 2 mpanyinfoɔ bi wɔ hɔ a na ɔmo agyegye ɔmo adwumayɛ ɛde afiri ɔmo nsɛm na sɛ ɔmo adwumayɛ nso sɛ ɔmo nsɛm nyinaa kena ɛyɛ adeɛ sɛ ɔbɛba na waba abɛyɛ adwuma no na asɛm no yɛsɛn a yɛse a saa president a ne din ɛde Abdallah a ɛyɛ Madrid yɛse saa sporting director ana CEO kwabena yɛse somewhere December ana ɔkate nkurɔfoɔ nsɛ ɔmo ntwe ɔmo kakra mfiri ɛyɛ kwan a ɔmo fa so atoto press ne adeade na reporter ɛba yɛsɛ saa na ɛnyɛ Ronaldo dɛm nti Ronaldo ama ɛma ne nyinaa no kwabena ɛnyɛ ɔno ankasa pɛɛ sɛ o wɔn so ɔmo de team ne ka ɔmo ntua ana afei mpanyinfo a yɛsɛ wɔn gye ɔmo ma ɔmo yɛ adwuma no a papa na resi tua ɔmo no wɔn nso ama ɔmo nyinaa nhyɛ aseɛ ɛnyɛ adwuma ɔmo nyinaa hyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ adwuma wɔde ɔne problem bi a ɔbɛba abɛyɛ adwuma no ɛde ama anas aboboko na kyɛ sɛ nneɛma akɔyɛ de ama ɔmo tie Ronaldo tuateɛ no afei paa na adeɛ no emu aba abɛda hɔ saa na ɛyɛ team president ana na ɔdi saa nneɛma nti no ɛne yɛ reporter a mensa ka ɛwɔ dwumadie so ɛna anɔpɛ no meka kyerɛ ɛde ama wɔn nhyehyɛ ahodoɔ nyinaa so na report na kyɛ sɛ adere sia de opanya ne din edi Samuel Coutinho won no sporting director yenya captain say on chance enyi na dwuma Jose Semedo ono no CEO ya captain so on chance ne full worker ya de ama no Ernasa no on chance no onye na dwuma wa bra wo bia unrestricted no emo president ne de wo mo chase kwankro bia so ahwe ya wo metimi apam no eno so nkoma kaka ne Liam Regino si yanka mo bia nta say chance adwuma na ni di ye pa wo enjoy adwuma ne ye kama na ono onso bibia ene afi na wo so bibi na say ana ade na mekoye ana ade ne nkoye ana face so hair glasses so one set glasses so ene mo kan semo man kan semo enya ade se bibia etwena san chance adwuma ne de wo gidie wo mse ene ma nyina ebetimi akoye ne ye reporter eba wo dwuma de so kwabna adatele se wonyama de do be kochi was on the coaching job adwuma we nyina yese afcon no na tese ene wadi afcon enso DSC ni na so atese wo we said nyima nyina ba kama edi ama no adatele so on the ade we nyina yese madu de boboko no jancha koma bia se eja ye de mana ene ma betimi akoye di ama na se oni Nigeria ana nkomo players an afcon betimi agina yifu Senegal fu eje Morocco fu adawro mo mu yomu frimo na jare teleche na no pese one day Nigeria duma no nyina oye se na be afcon ho bia be huni din na face wo be the first African quota wono eba be fa Madrid boboko no enti anu ye de aja tele e de eba o duma de so na ye ka tire e de ma na jo reporter me se ka ese yesi se na duma na sase atese mo he atoto ne ma na ho he se ayi ye kan se dada ho fe Ngolo Conte na Ngolo Conte de celebrate in the ono on fa hwe sa na no da wasa de ama fana ba ti wo game ma we ne kama ana mo che so Ngolo ene woni fans mu nya kakra so ni kwa be fa so ene fans no atele ana o mate no no mo cheche no so we ye wonsa na ayase wo so wonsa na kakra sa na do nsa to ano hwi no apagya nsa sa no mu nyina gba de so ye no say what's it saying players say ade is very simple. The town na ana sase yansa gwamna hwe da ho de atama sase wo ye wo da ho enti on de se pa se ni je de ana obi o ma wini awie players ni nyina ebo mu nso mo sese chairman kwes ni ti ase ana tese onwenwen kakrakra enti bato eno ye dia eba ewo dwuma de so atese Ngolo Kante na jagala sese yanka mo bi antese season ni de ye over ed man say ne Sergio na ayes successful better enya de so betimi ase aka bi mkopim say season so ebaba na we no your reporter mensa ka ya Chicago Fire for no so de ta motata Robert Lewandowski an so motata ne ane enti ano so sam kakra ne enti atwade so no so be de penie ana Mohamed Salah so yes ne papa frimo enti ama ayawre ho sempa e de ama Mohamed Salah reporter mensa ka say Womu gamer do many against Sunderland na nye likely say Mohamed Salah beti akan di ama Liverpool boboko no na oko the hat-trick in the EPL Abrante Oguso lead no Sergio Kun Aguero kwabra ne hat-trick mako 12 for boy no enya de so bia etima ba besa ho Alan Sarah kra no ne di oye no 11 hanafi ya de se fola mo de nyina no and so 9 and Alan Haaland ako 8 Harry Kane 8 yes, Henry, and so 8. We must 8. When Rooney was 7. As far as more 6. Van Nistelrooy, Womina 5. As I want to know, which means there, ABL Haaland and a cat or baby at the Atos, a couple. At so bit my na one name Sergio Kun Aguero, so no, Diano Etimi at near reporter, Mensa Eka Evo Ayajumedi. So I was my young Franco farmer, so seminal, and far and see a ha and say, Wabna. My main friends here.
Ngolo Kante the case will be a selfless, sir. I'm say, a clear example of selfless person.
So no, I need you on fire.
Said the Abrante is cow or bobo when ya, but
on imagining in whom be
down to earth. I'm Brazilian too much. Me penasem, papa. The case will be Brand Wasia. Abrante FN say Ngolo Conte. And say Abrante no na Brazil no ditwam. All right, yenina so na yen to adwumade no so mfama menshawan so 4.5 garbage gabi the foreigner. And atie for dey akọ amanani aba no akasa Bismarck owusu bempa ayala ena Fifi Manfred bekame ho na yedi amonene nkomo no de emam yewia kan zito nsensam no ebenya bre na yewram ni amam the story behind the story because before I know akotoko management and I am no ebetena say meeting omo beka jack na metena say coach say oh dwumadi no kraye medi dwumadi no e de atontisan komani na na tefo yebedi awo dwumadi enso eso enami bisa question we say nyame ya adoma memende hwan na aye Valentine na ode ne kotena he so Valentine no ayadofo da ye kire do e de kire yadofo a ye fu say ye do wo mo eno nti obia beti aye Valentine o girlfriend o jire ukunu o mame o papa wo fabi invado best friend obia odon bia no ebetimi aye Valentine nti no memende hwan na aye Valentine na he na onne kotena na makwa kodwumani mimi say de me ko aye Veronique aye height ho na me ma dofo nyina ye konia ko boadem ni ageni kama because nyame yodoma Saturday we no live band never koso our Veronique aye height ho no etifo nyasem kitwa kwa me pe live band pa enti bra me tia uza ho no bia mani je ho dada etivities yes so mo sa bo live band nyame yodoma did Valentine am so and it said ye watwa fufuo na akoton kom okori diem etimi komediem na makwa kwadwuma nipa nti ye nyina no nyame adoma ye nhia this Saturday Valentine no na the king of air love music Nana Fane ono so en lead so na ye ngia ni kama pa wade nya no kwa programs no bebre ana ebekoso ye betonyom na ye gia ni Mr. Oba one ayo bi na ba couple no pato aye 1,000 Ghana cedi kane 10 million and yeje me pacho a singular yeje 600 cedis kane 6 million and yeje and so our gate na it comes with a lot so yebema wine me say wine the manager on enti me say mko anama jema wine ne sama kebab the account na yeka kebab asebi na nra Jeff ntenua pa dia okwo no lanka said aje wo mba wiase won James I just have said the branch de ko na Veronique height ho no okay na e said the honsam no enso ebesi akwantimi samo nyame adoma ye shall this Saturday Veronique height honomo and ye could Valentine any adofo na bibia enso aye kama 1,000 Ghana for couples 600 cedis for single na se bibia no enso akonkan pa enso edi amount ene anopay na atie for the Design and Technology Institute ye twanitia ekano aye DTI amo ene aye precision quality internship amo so ye twamutia ekon aye PQI amo mienu nyina akabom ade aye fe kesepa ebaso abo aye asantemantem ha na dwumade ni tintini ni tietie nyina ne se after say wakotena classroom na wakakosua de for example bia oko AKT aso akosua niam bebre owieye job market nde bia me kasa adisua na okosua no enye ase wawie school no senye beye na obenya dwuma ko bi do ho abatomo na mpo akoye internship krana ankampesa yafo adwuma ma wo so ne etua oka no hona na se ni dina no enso anunti na enei DTI and a PQI amomienu na akabuma amo ade fair dwumadie and so baso our asantemantemwa nyame adoma on the 11th of February and a dwumadie and so ebaso na so ochine ya na dwumadie no asantena daso no yes empowering the next generation through precision quality innovation and local industry for sustainable air careers ano ane dwumadie no asentina and so edaso na ne tintini ni tietie dan se fair no obasia ho and na obeshia the movers and the shakers so oman kasa and omo bibia omo duma ene wadisua na akosua ni nyina no asan se wo graduate no owia obetimi ni safo ni nyina ahiehia na wanya ba bia bakọ akoyo internship ebi so bafu adwuma na se onsa ma burden amfa ama aye family no etimi so dwumadie yi ano so eba so nyame adom o kire ya ɛnti ɛyɛ na nso no watimi ahyɛ ne nso ɛdi ama me na upenkyeremu bi ɛkyɛ we ya so ho frɛ na fɛ nso nyame adoma kwaseɛ aketiafo nyinaa no mudena betimi ɛdi mani atro na sɛ bibia enso etimi akonkan enso ɛdi amampato number ni 0536519313 me sense to be because ɔkyena na fɛ no yɛde ɛhyehyɛ so 0536519313 na one ɛyɛ mpanifo a ɛda dwumako no enso ano no anasa dwumadi na no ono mo ani ɛyɛ enkomo FIFA World Cup 2026 no me patro ni ebekọ akọhwi me say nyame adoma World Cup yi bekọ akọhwe bi pa aye Abyss Gold omo adama na me ka say onu ye bibia kama so na sada medical cheche mu dia kyerem no omo mo fa no dey man a full package on say yo baby obeka cho so okay me give visa ne dia me give visa ne wi ade aka ni na ade wa na baby bia mpacho Abyss Gold die ye ma full package na say ni say me patch from officer be gidi amount ticket odebe ko America akohwe eye matches no afa ticket a ukwa odebe ko akohwe en 3 eye matches ni nyina no eno nso eka ho bi ana afa nso kokoduru America kromu a hotel a obeda internal eye transportation ni ade nyina Abyss Gold ana eye bibia kama enso ade ama ho na de twato kra no the icing on the cake no aye Black Stars official jersey I be sign at the account na oti play mu na so Black Stars jersey no usi from airport to no beyond akwai how free Ghana na ba or the support at the brand at the Black Stars of Ghana and to so Abyss Gold and I may come from the ama say also quite na World Cup in sensemi omunya bibia kama and so emfa emau me patro ankwankre ana adwumako bibia person do workers akohwe World Cup bibia ni nyina na mokwa ombe hyehyɛ na omodemo enso atukwan me patro yewo Sakumo no Estate Junction ana obefrɛ number 0545995233 ano eye Abyss Gold and number eno no extra cash unya register ya me patro register in term esanse me nan say nan say na minya emergency bia na mi hia cash pa femi kohwe wallet is wa ye 0.0000 once the gram ni bi da so awa na me say de otwe breminya wa na me resort to extra cash and am say monyeme na mo mpeka kama me ten na me mfa and solve any problem yi etie from resort to extra cash pa sika na that's way majimi sika na me dia solve ebibia enti onyan register ya for phone no na edale star 170 hash star 170 hash option na bedi kaba no choose option 5 the second option choose option 3 the udi wie kura no activate no na what you see 5 na odi activate ya hye so say farms capital madama edna amonso de dwumade ade aba bonte ba say de bia no pa me ka che me sramo say ye bo besia no wi a aya atua ne ntem say na bia ochena bi upe bia na onua bi su upe bia ye be ma ne bi no ono nso no ade atwitwa no ho cancer tebesha me pa cha adura ewodwa so na etimi yaw pa pains uyo obi a oti pains awo awudi enim on kase enim atrophic pain ni na me kanfo cancer mesha na adiama yade ya na etiefo me say afiwe 2026 otroma yade kun awa no amene kun isanse ne de nyame adom adupapa enso ho ebi cancer mesha odima ebetimi aboawo na atuya na se enso edi ama edona awotakwa ise de nyame adom yede bi aba kumase atonsu market jinya se kwan no ye ben Davida Deco na esa wonso no watimi age cancer mesha na watimi anom na kama pa pacho number betimi afre se wo tobako ana wo pedudu watimi atu no 0244871862 na esa wonso no bibia kama edi amana onomo edi nkomo wajiwadu na wakonom no kama pa enso ehonsam no edna mede amount top send me pacho abrocheni bia utie show and now pay good morning from Ghana na me can say top send app no uni bi our phone so a ena ye ntam na download bi so se na be ya onso no obetimi de sika obaso de ba Ghana bia no adiafa a top cent or US, Canada, UK, or African country maybe South Africa for munina a top and I saw download next kabia de be fie titiru mo amoye project our Ghana no aha wa hia o offer jisika na meden ana masasi amatoi musika kansi so offer say offer so ya share de te Ghana no the money school fees ni ado ahwe be discard no aha I want the fat out you are sorted na say bibia ay kama adiama rush energy drink there o so bia no be san say ebebo ama won so no ye adwuma omre so ebebo ye papa enkenkan mu amadwuma de pa no mesaw adwuma bia den de but ebi de den ha titiru adoba for mo drive long journey mu nyina na me kamfo a rush energy drink and the amount vitamins wom caffeine wom and ginseng and so ewuma ebebo ama onso no watimi stay active and energized and you know make comfort be and so at the amount ye the IMSOC na awie IMSOC mining and engineering training school me pacho dream pa and say that bia no so be ram into air mining and engineering so na say won so akwa bia ha ho na say utibi ko ha na say bibia akoyi ade amanti IMSOC ho na woko na also akwakusua kama pa wedding and fabrication kusua bi ho dump truck roller backhoe bulldozer excavator say they so operate ni no me patch of forklift obetimi akwakusua bi our 3 months na wawie na yama license so awie so abesanya company ano mbe ye adwuma aba onso nsa atimi akwa no your big hostel oba benya baby duty ato na wasua wade kama pa me patch school ameka wasemi awo oboase zongo Hansen Dino ne chuo no pe na amo awo me patch friend awo 0539732766 ano pay amo ene afufo pika no maso yasena Tuesday edition of Nhyira Digital Passports Fifi Manfred and Shejumadi na say a day amen Kofi good morning
Sir Richard Smith Donkor
now to say
and you're crying. We did inside.
You didn't complain.
We did inside.
We are very fine.
We did inside.
And once what she will say.
Which one?
Oh, and you're Lancaster.
Me a king of buffets.
Oh, yeah, dear. I love the one she showed me.
Oh, buffets here. Me pay a la carte. Was a buffet opposite a la carte into Konaka's Opry. Me pay a la carte. There is a buffet. Me here about food the opposite. Me film run starting, film run be I'm a black achievement. So I start with light soup.
Start with light soup kakra.
Na
mo do number could be.
The number could be 3.
Oh, okay.
The boss and quite ni say don't.
Infantini.
Let me pijaba. Next one you the papa. And I say na ben kunu ni won ke be ben kunu. Na very say cake in the fish.
Yeah.
Then I progress to fufu credit ka fufu one finalize no. What there?
Enchia honest.
Okay.
Osono.
Top notch.
Unilever.
Yeah.
Africa.
Yeah.
Director kesepa Africa nina. Director era ayona senra.
Yeah.
Na buffet no nyasem kitwa.
That was a good time.
Our Lancaster. Na what's the Jeff you know? Jeff story no.
Where's your uncle?
Yanko me kaza me kan.
Say I'm say cake.
Say me kama mko ho no.
Yeah.
India ni bi gina mechi.
Yeah.
And Jeff nso gina me nim say. I won say Jeff you plate. Na zenka fruit die. So fruit die zenka nenam die. Enko baby ah. No so umi asa ikibab. Fena India ni na be menim. Bitu say die no go into them akwam so anya normal.
Awe Jeff busy die no. Okay. Enye na me kai.
India ni na be menim. So akwam so anya normal. Na fruit ni ikibab die.
Okay, but
e can way.
But
so the cake in now fra. Just oh boy for the car.
What's the price? Right? As we really there. Wow, maybe no coin. I think be 2 years ago Mother's Day. And me grandmother. My grandmother had me tone.
Okay.
So me was our upon am saying me na number. And me ma me call. no more Mother's Day celebrations are rich. The cocotinas. Now, ya rate buffet say ya dear, so no deal went to make Nickessy. And on the bell on the bread. And me and I was from Mikun because Mikun wire and the dinner they told me. That's Mikun, my paper no snap the man. Or share price in that video, also Tiasina for Kodo, you kick no, they are saying Robin, Kodo, you don't call your channel, Robin, as you're friendly and you share. And they call. When you meet man, when you kick, when you run bus, what's that? Me and I say, now the picture, you draw a picture, John, the bag is sitting there. Well, don't do you, man. You can't see a piano be, I can almost say, my minimum. Let's say thank you to next. It was a good time yesterday with the team. Sure. Your bumper, I said, in liver. Yeah, after they've come to also support the program. Sure. Even they are so, into Bosu, Papa, and go on my brother. Rich, there are two managers in the English Premier League. This is their not first season because Carrick has been here as an intern before, but then sing so more bomb claps. Both of them are 4 out of 4. Now I think that any games ever because of English Premier League, they are the two managers that hands on them, and it is Liam Rosinier, any Papa friend Michael Carrick. Which when you look at the top 4 standings, they say we're English Premier League anymore. Arsenal on top, Man City, Villa, Man United, Chelsea and Liverpool. 56, 50, 47, 44, 43 and 39. And so watch your Chelsea, the Manchester United, it's just a point. Aston Villa, any Manchester United, 3 points. Man City, any Aston Villa, 3 points. Manchester United, 6 points off Manchester City. What it means is that even the second place, up for grabs, just because of 4 games that have been consistent for both clubs. Rich, when you look at the game in itself, Manchester United elbow against West Ham United. West Ham, throughout the first part of the league now, but we need just 2 games. In the last 4 games, they've won 2 under Nuno Espirito Santo. So when this gentleman on social media, no sir, when a Manchester United fan, and you only rooming more in 10 and all can say, so United to 5 games in a row. No one said you know be United under Michael Carrick started with Man City, started with Arsenal, Fulham, Tottenham Hotspur, and then the final one is going to be tonight or the London Olympic Stadium. So for Manchester United, it is to solidify the top 4. What about 4 games? You've shown your mettle, you've been good enough. How can you solidify the top 4? Because deep in the pre-top 4 the game is easy, sir. But again, West Ham have taken form. How can we go into the game and get results? And also to give the constant satisfaction. You see, Rich, and yet gentlemen will require an energy all the way to unity. For the team in Manchester United fans, they'll begin to feel relaxed. So, and Pampa, our team is in a good place, and then we can win games. And Pampa, if we go 5 games straight, it is never a fluke. Everything shows that some work have gone into it, and that is what Manchester United players will hope to bring to team Manchester United. Rich, who shared the form guide now in Premier League, we will form Manchester United in the top 6. So Arsenal, they have a loss in the last 5 matches. Man City, they have a loss in the last 5 matches. Villa, there were 2 losses in the last 5 matches. Chelsea, 1 loss in the last 5 matches. Liverpool, 2 losses in the last 5 matches. Manchester United, draw, win, win, win. And the last 4 have come under Michael Carrick. So that is the most informed team in the top 6. And they are going away to go and play against a rather stubborn side. Which means, I several times that the biggest change at Manchester United is rather minute in the grand scheme of things. However, it has made the biggest difference. And I'll constantly go back to the fact that Michael Carrick started by rightly profiling the players of Manchester United. Brian Mbeumo, your most clinical centre forward, your most clinical attacker. He's more clinical than Benjamin Sesko. You're one centre forward. You prefer if you want Casemiro's experience in covering ground, but you're playing on the ball or you're better as a progressor and build that player in Kobimenu. Yeah, man, Bruno Fernandes is probably one of the best creators in the English Premier League. Don't play him deeper, play him close to the box, let him break opponents' teams. Yeah, man, and the results have been seen. And Rich, me who's crazy no TikToker. O ko TikToker. Commentary na Arab for na kunya she ne go kunya Bruno. And trending for United fans. They want another kunya Bruno because and that is the dance that they keep on doing. Because after the game, one of the United players, I think Maguire Kofi na ne baba. Agent TV they know about kunya Bruno also yes celebration because this is a team that was in a deep place. Utie Brian Mbeumo. O see the sign. It is the same thing that they were doing, but they have built upon it. And they are trusting each other, working hard for each other. And United going to this game against West Ham with the same momentum, it's going to be very difficult. And I saw this from the Athletic. When he was there in 2025-2026, in terms of corners, teams are about direct corner span, where Man United have directed their corners in 25-26. Omabo shot a lot of the times into the first phase, not on this side. And most ones into this area, they changed it against my friend Tony Mospe, and they managed to get the goal. They have one of the best. It's against Nuno Espirito Santo. Now, you will see, Rich Tio, we have been able to put more bodies in the box, achieving better combinations in the final third. We have been scoring. The players who have come in are giving a big boost to the team. We dare our players to try things, challenge themselves, and take risks because with risks comes reward. For Nuno Espirito Santo, it's about risk reward. In that same risk reward, Abrante friend Crescencio Samavila.
So Abrante no form
pick a very, very good form. Scored against Chelsea and all the games now. And Samaville is the first West Ham player to score in 5 consecutive games since Jesse Lingard in 2021. So things are good. We say the same lineup now.
Yeah. We need to listen.
Maguire,
unless it be a BB.
Yeah. Look sure Cunha will help him without the ball. Cunha can come inside. Kobe Menu, Casemiro, Ahmad, Fernandez, Mbeumo. Then of course they will go there. On the last game, on boy, say you're the agent to go. Senior Axel, this assy. Okay, do not come.
Okay.
The way say no, Jinama boys.
No problem.
No problem.
Momentum na fano. Yes, it's football.
Yeah.
And Matisse amount for your commentaries be we be last up. Ediamo Manchester United.
You be last up.
I mean, no social media will be a car. And I don't say it. It's football.
Yeah.
It's football. Be a bit messy. But me, I don't see this game. Say United be lose that even draw crying ball.
We win the match.
Momentum na fano.
Yeah.
And yet things be to say West Ham they beat me and stop here.
I mean, City ain't me and stop.
No.
Arsenal ain't me and stop.
And yet and no more crap per se, but it's a wait team na born na.
Yeah.
I don't think team beat say West Ham beat me and stop here.
I mean, I think that United have a huge advantage to it.
No West Ham for no can no pack show result against the top 6.
Yeah, it has been bad. The only thing is that this is at the London Olympic Stadium. That is why I'm a little bit careful. Into March, it's a more drop a point. I will not be surprised. Honestly, because it's Espirito Santo.
And drop it.
It's maybe the MSC is a more drop here.
Okay.
I mean, I know as a United fan, you don't want to drop. I hope you don't drop, but more drop here, I will not be surprised. Rich, the next guy is Liam Rossinia. Now, Rich, Liam Akasimbi, he's in line to be a record maker with Chelsea. Chelsea managers almost buy a Premier League, more winning almost first 4 matches now. And they were back the top 4 managers now. Ono, Jose Mourinho, Mauricio Sarri, and Carlo Ancelotti. Now, and then so to me, Jumana against Leeds United, he equals the record of Mauricio Sarri. 5 games straight in his opening games. That is the only Chelsea player, Chelsea manager that has done that. Now, the biggest of the record is Carlo Ancelotti to win 6 games straight. Now, that is not the biggest question. And as Albert was hanging on the neck of Abrante friend Liam Rossinia. And in the pre-match press conference, they were dead. Liam Rossinia say, what he say, in focus or a science student, or she space. He said it too. Or she space, na on say coach, on Kasati say coach. Or say, I am a hanema because our teenage children almost social media so. A hanema in any papa, on me in Nazi, I say, a hanema. But on no year there, immediately a behad next will jai coach in Japan. It means that he's not fit to do the job. So for him, it does not bother him. Now on him say Otimian in your man here, let's say Chelsea now results now. The conversation will switch from that and come to the performance of the field of play, and that's the most important for him. The focus is supposed to be on the field of play. Rich, Chelsea share almost share Wolverhampton Wanderers now. Any match. The big game for Chelsea, if they want to qualify and play in the Champions League next season, is this game against Leeds United.
Stubborn Leeds.
It is Leeds United and your Wolves. Wolves match in the senior Kano, who used to wear the be. It was just one of those games. Awoof. And now Chelsea same. Yes, when you want to critically analyze the game, you see positives. Granted. But the Leeds team, Enzo Maresca and the Chelsea quarter, right from the blast of the whistle to the end of the game, Leeds beat Chelsea. Leeds beat Chelsea and kasa. Tactically, intensity, physicality, every principle of play, every aspect of the game, Leeds were better than them. So this is the game that is supposed to make the supposed change at Chelsea for relationship. Now you say Dana. Chelsea, Omobo match ni Adechi na Leeds foko posting picture of Pedro Neto time what take another then share song. And I'm going to Chelsea for. Rich, nipa 4 million in the book markets are tweets on Twitter. Now most of them will be a Chelsea for. And they are looking for a revenge. I think for the very first thing. If Chelsea can stand a chance in this game, it is the birthright of, and it is hints on everything that Liam Rossini does now should be clear. It's intensity and physicality. Because Leeds are different from Wolves because Wolves will sit back in a 5-4-1.
Kofi, boy, in him said, interruptions we were a disturbing kakra, Matthew Fonti. Shena a ball laponi na. Infamy. Okay.
Okay, is the same.
I think it's okay.
Okay. Leeds to follow or rather press you. They did it at the Etihad. They did it away from almost every venue. All of you said they will do that. I'm expecting them to do that. There is good news from Chelsea camp because Liam Rossini has said Kopama beating me about 10. And one of the best things that's happened, again, I don't think this is going to be the starting lineup for Chelsea because or say Andre Santos here fit. Rich, Andre Santos, Eddie Chelsea will feel if you know. He has given Enzo Fernandez the ability to go into the left half space to go and create. Knowing that Andre Santos is behind him and he will do the defensive work. And who players are good performance under Liam Rossini, he has been Enzo Fernandez. In all the games that Rossini has played, from the Charlton Athletic game to the Wolverhampton Wanderers game, almost every time he's one of the best Chelsea players. Because now, Rossini doesn't expect him to do the defensive duties or the Andre Santos about the segment with Caicedo. Then Enzo goes into the house space to go and create. Kopama looks like he's picking up. Which I think if Chelsea really want to show that they are for the top 4, they need to beat Leeds. It is not going to be easy. It is going to be more difficult than the Wolverhampton Wanderers game, and Chelsea would have to stick in it and dig deep to beat Daniel Fark and any team. We will see if they'll be able to do that. Tottenham must play back against Newcastle. Match, I mean, when say go.
Tottenham, Newcastle.
Yeah, Tottenham team here very much depleted. Newcastle are in good form. Over 1.5, there'll be goals for both of them. Everton, so better now Dick Kingston, normal bar against Bournemouth. It's a game where I think it's going to be a double chance. Everton over here. Bournemouth away from home hasn't been too good this season. Almost bought a lot of draws, but Everton over here have been very resolute. And then they get a job done. Of course, Chelsea matching is 1 hour after saying United matching best started. So by the time United from best started, we would have known what is happening at Stamford Bridge. The games begin to come. Now, Chelsea Bobo Hall, Obo Burnley. After that, there is a run of Arsenal, Man City, Man United, Tottenham Hotspur, big teams, and Aston Villa. It's the Leeds United game there. A match at Chelsea. It's initial. Power now, Barca for elections, I'm saying. So,
Laporta is what stepping.
So far, I say, pay their constitution, he has to resign.
Resign now.
Exactly. Then they go through with the elections and then they go on. Which I think those are the major games in the also in Europe. In the Coppa Italia, Como Elbow against Napoli. Napoli at home. And the Diego Armando Maradona, it's difficult to beat them. But I'm expecting Como to score goals. Como Rioshe. Until Como Beshe go. Napoli may reply. So I know 1.5 is a very good one in that regard. Alvaro Abaloa said within the 4 games they were leaguing him. However, there is no midweek game for him because they're out of the Copa del Rey. However, over the weekend, they're back into the Spanish La Liga to see if they can get back to winning ways game. I think that generally these are the things majorly about the matches now. Now, Uncle for San Fresco, 3 odds, okay. three separate codes.
Fresca.
At least day be at least we 1 2, but we every day be 2, every day be 2 3 2 3, and then now me quite my confused. Let me just say 2 codes now, boy. Me go check it. And I had 3, 7 odds, 12 odds, and another one. And then boys na first can see. And now okay midweek games be broad there. Then Frank come here tifo. More codes no munkucha. No mundi nyeska kese entom bottom reach. First code I made them only a BW3A DC E3F6. Second one no a BW3A DCC FA1. Third one a BW3A DCBB92. Fourth one a BW3A DCB031. And the last one a BW3A DC8C31. Rich, Ento Green
okay, amen. Yami, Ento Green, Emfa, Enguso, follow the trend. I say, Rich, as a United fan, kindly support your fellow Manchester United fan who is about to cut his hair. If you guys win today, you should as well cut your hair as well. Follow the trend. And this message at the I say finally today Manchester United is going to lose after 4 matches in a row. I want to bet Richardo with Sakura. Oh, any Indian guy. So pedia so be say kon bet in kwade apa Indian guy. And yes Sakura simbia so pepa say we're ready for better. Indian guy. Na enyume makacha me say no matter what it's football. But me say ebeye me nwanwa pa if and the underline word is if say West Ham team will beat me a share inform Manchester United. Okay. Into so banko dia no problem. But honden there remember say mesa alcohol e be bia sika dia fine. God bless us. Good morning Insure Passports crew. Richard Ola Ayala and Fifi know that if they keep on being consistent, somebody okay. And the one complete you message no but 70 the opens our canasia. Osis Ayala ne Fifi toa omoduma omo yen consistently definitely bia dachi bia no obi betimi ato Mercedes Benz GLE edi amomo Ayala Mercedes Benz GLE no so de ne board yonti amsa no de obi tomawa anu kwa so obetwa bia be weekend bi and you find dada what can you assemble good morning what can say what can you assemble the bi assemble me ya go fitela ya ko akra na e drive ya kwa say kwani rough tutia so tinta hey me don't tell me benz for me for so what I can say some the boss ma to GLE o si mo to me benz kuma say akra we na so man no fufuro ana so me to dia ko ene asem ma ka bo Uba so kuchika na so aka so meto ana me so ma fa play ni me hia ka no even akran na kuma sia no nya ba bia na me beko unless e bia me hu so road ni da kama da so ayala GLE no ni ntwitwi no kwa bia so I discover e dia ko to GLE ana di juju no kwa bia so David James a rant and a message na sana na oboso yeah. And then maybe my simple. Okay. Carry music to the consensus. There are lots edit na edika
and yɛba bɛka no nyinaa ɛyɛ nokorɛ sɛ Karim Zito ɔresign ɛyɛ nokorɛ sɛ ɛkwan bɛkora so na ɔfa ɔde resign na management meetings meetings do say no mo yeye then no settle on Coach Prince and Hamza, and what should listeners in the supporters expect in the long term. Sano money in but exclusively so trust kasa much ni the babeka.
Enti before you be rem na yedi enkomo no the story behind the story no yentie from
mami from code
no problem me also be crowd the message about say no we win here
okay is it 4 days with the rollover.
Okay,
me catch you say it was 3 days enti emra the end was another start but obi o wa obe na you so me dem no kwa go me say be wie enti even me 4th day me 3rd day me decide to go forth and your choice but for more we train ya start for one day and no so another day 1 internet day 2 and me day enti just day 2 it could be day 5 because that is where we've gotten to. It's just one code for a rollover no. The code no B W 3 A E 7 A F 1 F. That is the magic code. B W 3 A E7 AF1F. Day 2, it could be day 5 for Obia. So that is how Enyoma AC Echo Ewo Ehonominti Obafa. Okom social media and the scene Ewo Osubempa Ayala Ewo X Besmako Osubempa hyphen Ayala Ewo Facebook Ayala Sports Ewo Facebook. O join me WhatsApp channel now. We code we unim dada. O join me Telegraph na unim dada. Inti is there. Inti no one for now so there. Okay. You can even start the one there.
Ye bedi Karim Zito and common no. Yeni kankra and lay foundation ye. Na fe yem family eye and common no from the horse's own mouth. Karim Zito no. Coach, o resign. And I'm penny for na say on nyade. Enti oma judgment no e dey free e yon sem Karim Zito enti no
unya letter na ba register me am signature for the moment to no one but go em team what you say to me boy em team amabo e say me boy keke me body gidi fa won ko blast and nyama enti no e say if you ask we have to talk Senebeya obi an go beton but at the end of the day we all agree say they did their best to change my mind but the man was made up so say obaso ompona alaso ojauna open so let's put it this way when say legend of the club is BBC na so nya abutre na munye ni ese we na me you know they resign no I don't know.
Okay, it's a court Karim Zito and no or say on one resign jumedi no one de to and krata akra koto company for the babonte e ono ne signature and na e wase. What that means is that e ono ankasa and no say ane club no wabo na koto no amon keke obobo ni ye ejimun crew ane adenti is a legend of the club. It is a near being koya on China China yes pam Karim Zito and on their problem so on their problem also the Jumedian at the ato sene beya koto betima kofa obi omufu se ono de oba obetima mo result so because ono on selfish interest because I a legend of the club into the Jumedian and so at the ato na owie no and now I say obeda Kumasi Asante koto fans rad oba no so them support at the mano and I do the Jumedian and so the ato
that's in our that for just that's my man go at least maybe on me and but what you compare for it's not a bad. I'm very very happy about it and you know I think maybe I want to be Tamaso. Kotokonye smaller team out the Bediagro, you know, because the supporters are huge and then they want to see the team achieving. Until the Diagro and Mantinema, the Diagro. But I'm also happy. I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very happy with
football fan day. I'm the partners team, especially say,
okay, I'm saying, yeah, a kaka, technical, but in a nutshell, I'm saying, the coach, person walking down and say, also on to me, a bra, on na Kumasi Asante Kroko fans, I say, also by 1 year, and a kaka, but the Kotoko supporters, a chair, no, or da, or Musho, and the editor, no, Kaimzito, Nenia so papa, and the Kotoko fan, beer, Uti show down the pay. Coach Kaimzito was already made in the atour there. And so Dama say for that support, I'll buy a Mosumode Emano. Now to the stories. Anna, Misha send free ho. Kaimzito in sense no.
Okay.
Send it here.
Oh. I are quite straightforward.
Okay.
And no my see since Adriana Ebeyi Kotoko free FA Cup no. Quite straightforward. Ubekaya before Kotoko ball, baby any Gold Stars league game away out the dance back. In Nhyira Power Sports, yeah, the beto ye tie funny our funny followers and him say day na Real Madrid meeting to sack Xabi Alonso no. Na Kotoko mpanyimfo meeting with Karim Zito as omo agenda. Omo wie meeting no. They gave Karim Zito matches ultimatum. And matches ultimatum no included the Bebiani Gold Stars game, the Baseke game, the Heart of Lions game. That time no na Kotoko enim omu opponent for the FA Cup. And the last game was the Hearts of Oak one,
which is 4.
Now, in between, say Karim Zito be say obetimi as sustaining the job our Kotoko no came the FA Cup draw that added a Diana game no ever share between the Heart of Lions and the House of Oak game no. Now Rich Kotoko companion for and can't check Karim Zito say Ebia out of these games winning Mududo say Nelusu Dudo say Ansana. Yeah, appreciate it. So they are free on all yet. All that they told him is like my young who said you man ubet me with these games here. Ebia you drew where you come in with your personal opinion. So where results are kotokonya ewo sa games na we evaluate coach Karim Zita. Ebia you drew a on subet me actually wadu. But so we obi a wutie ya. Na we interested in the evaluation. Aye na ye ya. Kotoko games from Bebiani Gold Stars to I think Basake to Heart of Lions to Ediana. Who are wutie no? Sena Karim Zito na e was say or the creative impression be man. Say onko so anyi na dwuma Kotoko a. Ana say ontimi nya. And can we share the results with these games now? And can decision be and I will be taking on Karim Zito. That one is for you. You can bring your message. Barich, ni say after Kotoko lost to Adriana 4-2 on penalties, you know. The Kotoko management took a decision say Karim Zito omo jidi say Ejumano ontimi ntoaso. Sadena they took a decision say Ejumano Karim Zito ontimi ntoaso.
Right after the Diana game.
Yes. Until after the Diana game, you know, all the deliberations are was that they've gone to meetings, evaluations, na yamano ultimatum, near mano, near Hano, near Yamano ko. Now the conclusion is that he can't do the job. And every Monday, that is the day after the Diana debacle. No? Koto company for scheduled meetings with the technical team. Now, Rich, this is how the meeting went. Because Kotoko company for had already taken decision on Karim Zito. Karim Zito meeting was held separately from the other technical team members. No? Now, Karim Zito meeting, no, and Kotoko management for the United States. It was only an up and crack. Because Ono, as the leader of the management, they've already taken their decision on Karim Zito. They are now also Shannon or Shannon discussing how they can carry decision through. It's an up and come met Karim Zito. Sato an up and cry any Karim Zito coach. A meeting, you know. Now they've called for Coach Prince Owusu and Hamza to also meet the management at the secretariat. And Hamza Ebo Kotoko and Crown game.
And 20.
Obowie about 12. Odru secretariat will be 2. And to Okonom so trans nananya mai. Coach Prince Sokoye. So Coach Trase nananya mai ni na was meeting Coach Karim Zito in a separate meeting. Rich, at the meeting, Nana Penka told Karim Zito what the position of the Kotoko management is here. And this is where Nkomani interesting. After informing Karim Zito, say, and in the best interest of the club, Jumadieno, I also had the tour. Now came, how do we do this? Senebeya, Kotoko as an institution and Karim Zito as an institution. And you now will come out of this. Abra affect you be a CV. And the Kotoko does not want to appear to be a club. Oh, or offer coach, no, a permanent, offer coach, no, a permanent. Karim Zito also does not want to appear. So, Obeje Kotoko, you want any a permanent.
I say we CV.
Enti, okay, management there. You jitum say yenti ma won to adwuma so. But because of where you are coming from, you are Kotoko through and through. You are someone we can call a friend. We can call a family member within the red fraternity. No? So how do we do it? Enko fa nkakawa bia no be CV so. Okay, then the best is that though ya jatu say dwumade no on to aso. But the communication outside will be diligent, will be mutual respectfully done. No, write a resignation, never bra. Into all the resignation, but then we take it say, oh, and you have stepped aside from your job. And that is what happened. Yes. Officially and formally, Karim Zito tendered in a resignation. But Rich, I can tell you on authority, say, it was a resignation written on an agreement based on the decision of Kotoko management. Nana Penkawie then proceeded to the secretariat where Coach Prince Owusu and Hamza were waiting for him and the other management members. Rich, so they are straightforward. They informed the two gentlemen and said,
head coach,
Karim Zito a week. And now till the end of the season, I was saying, Mujutum say you are stepping up into new role, no. Na momwana munso jumedianum kakra and kusi the end. There are some details be more. A too privileged information I don't want to divulge our program so, but the bottom line is that they agreed. Coach Prince and Hamza agreed
whether the long and short ne emu eno there, but they agreed say omobejatum aye adwuma no. But Rich, there's one big problem. Unse nansi ai every the list buy of coaches are registered to do the first batch of the CAF license A, and Coach Hamza was part of the list. What it means, and say after the Kotoko House game, Coach Hamza will leave to Pram Pram for the course.
Naga a prince.
And he onya adaje after the super class to carry out and Kotoko Hiano to be the advisory body and Coach Prince he will not be available. But Rich, that is all the filler a woman. Any information answer, then you better me go into the discussion.
And the pedia who catch it means that not Kotokona Kasana for
Yes.
Coach and trust again.
Yes.
Is it a good decision?
You see,
Timing, no.
Before we get to timing, more voice of Karim Zito ni post match is it Alpha TV after the FA Cup no? Do you have that voice?
I think maybe
some more voice now as you look for it. Rich, okay, say a bench and no interview no. Ebusa Karim Zito say e dey no wo catch the Kotoko fans.
Yeah.
After Kotoko lose here. Do you remember what Karim Zito said?
Voice in the name inti Karim Zito after say Diana uniform no.
Well, it's painful, but there's nothing you can do. As for knockout, this is the crisis of knockout. I remember a 4-tie team in Britain took Matisawi.
Yes, MK Dons did that. So then Grisby also did that.
It's very painful, but there's nothing you can do. Very painful.
Yes, because looking at the first half, the kind of incursions that you should have
finished the game. But we had our opportunity to do, we couldn't do it.
So, Coach, any message for the fan?
I know they are agitated already, but I still tell them this is football. We are building. If they are patient, fine. If they are not patient, whatever happens, we take it.
Okay, Rich. The last statement. What about you? What can I say?
I say, FA Cup there. Oko UK money there. Sanansi me Manchester. 40 any year.
And yes, our partner. Me person o translate. Do you have a message for the supporters? I know I know they are agitated. We are rebuilding. If they will be patient, fine. If they are not,
so we now but ready are.
Be able to
miss. Now, so no one can no aware. Say result no enquiry man.
You see, apart from that, Rich, do you think say a Korean Kotoko fast to film against Ediana? Me, I will never sit on radio and be emotional. And see, I am just asking this per Demi Hunye stadium. You watch the faces of the Kotoko supporters and how they were hurt. And the way see say Ediana be you ma film no. Say who your coach? Na who your opportunity say ka bibi chia wo supporters no after saya we a o ma be fam no. Na o ka say oh minim say o mo bu afu. Ye die ya say ye rebuild it. So o mo be nya abotra ma rebuild ne dia fine. So o mo nya abotra dia ene die be si bia betimi esi. Do you think in all honesty that was a good communication? No.
That was so bad.
Yes.
Maybe Bashir for the NB.
Me say ka make Kotoko management ho and I will vote yes to sacking Karim Zito based on that interview. And some point maybe I'm about doing time home. Because unim and the enemy say can say utie sa statement from Karim Zito. Rich Boni Beka say a sharp contrast to what Onu Karim Zito believed was Kotoko's target for the season? How many times? And Wababa Karim is to voice for her.
Countless.
Or say the target is to win the league and the FA Cup.
Every game be
fantastic. The
target is to win the league.
Yes, and the FA Cup. The target is to and the sign. All of a sudden, Obia, everyone who have back countless times. Say you've agreed to your KPI, which is Kotoko to win the league and the FA Cup. Now you bow out of the FA Cup, and your narration is that we are rebuilding and you will need time.
Say be have you realize say look, team now be at the Bianam Beckers between the league.
So
that team to win in the league.
When you realize me borrow West, when you realize say you had a certain target as the head of the technical team, and on our there two supporters team and Nhyira bought other radio stations will be about voice. They are Kotoko fan or Otie or Bantima Asafo Edum or Boise Mampon baby Otie or Nhyira FM no and Otie the sponsor on the Kotokonia the Okete no so Metisa Rich Bo Karim to voice or say your target they say Belgian league any FA Cup it's a done team Rich if you realize say our target no and you're realistic na ambemua. What do?
You apologize.
Yes, and you will be humble in that state. You should be humble at that state, you know.
Me kono supporters me pam chow.
Me catch them.
Me catch them here, but you see a team no enyem pam chow. Mama me break akra na me nyeti.
Fantastic. You don't just. You see, go carry to here, papa.
Only shows I know I'm confused.
Which
because a board game so body language ni bibia
to show emotional intelligence is part of your job. Yeah, why? Yentimi prepare the okay no. Na ye may discuss the own kind. Into whatever state you are in. Rich, maybe I am in all my fairness and open mind I'm medjuma. Mean to me and can the coach Karim to enquire and analyze on it. I can only deal with what he has said, no matter the state of home. And I'm saying, say, for Obia, religiously, what kind of target actual supporters? Say, what do baby? I would just say, target ya me to me memoir. That should not be the way you communicate, and that is a sign. Say you need to go off. Because Rich, imagine say after this interview, then Coach Karim Zito continues as a Kotoko coach. Would you be honest with yourself? As a man or a typical Kotoko fan of JD. Why you know started journey? We see a Beji league in the FA Cup and a targets. But I can't say a Beji. We see a targets. Now after you do baby, I'll catch and say, oh, rebuild it. And she said, Menya Botra, Menya Minyanswa, the Bessinsi. What will be your next communication to me? What will be your next thing to me?
But I say, ye can Zito Ninsam no at the tune and chair. Yendi I did a shakotokono. Realistically, sa target no achievable.
It was. Rich, it was achievable. Opa. Ghana League here, boy. They be am kasa say which now. For the past, I'm young question baby. For the past 3 winners of the league,
Samatex, Mediama, Gustas.
Yes. Ediana, I'm watching Kotoko continue with the AG League now. What kind of stable environment in Omo to win the league? Ediana more. Within the last 3 years, which the Awaji League, what it has taken him is to recruit players, play the league, and make sure out of all the teams, you know, on more points. Which many of TSCA, and then baby goes as the Joe League, a G League last season. Do they have a stable environment today? Omu coach ko omu G League, omu players are omu G League, baby am quiet. Omu to new players, baby am a good team. This medium team, Coach Ibrahim Tanko DG League, no, or statistics of the team in the ring.
On got a point here, I'm Pamno.
Or statistics of yes, As I saw, predictive in that Samates, the year Coach New didn't do Omuji League, you know. When did Coach New started building the Samates team? And it doesn't take Kotokonkwa to build everything around the club and sign Omuji League, you know. In this same state, didn't Kotoko win the FA Cup last season? So, Sakaram Utoji FA Cup last season. No, can't you say this season or Sabetimi Ajibiyemwa? What is unrealistic about it? And then they are unrealistic about it. The club have the problems in terms of long-term policies, any infrastructure, any supporters, any no. But Rich, beside those factors, nobody can convince me say Kotoko is not capable of winning the Ghanaian League and only capable of winning the FA Cup. FA Cup no crowd here. He defending champions in Pepe and Okasei. And the target was very, very realistic. If you fail a realistic target, you face the consequences of it. I said when you have something to
I didn't players when I told me.
I told you be out the amount. And you accepted the targets as set by Mpenyufo. That is why you became the chief spokesperson to communicate the targets. Uji tumu. When Mpenyufo tells you, say, Afidie, you see a league, any FA Cup, who as the coach, Uji tumu, every year, side targets, the Kasama for. You were saying it when even presenters. And show post match, pre match, no more say, oh coach, the way a league equal, the way a FA Cup equal. I remember Kotoko against Future Stars. I remember Kotoko against King Fraser. True car, but Kotoko were able to sail through in the FA Cup. Still now, Kokarim to Yabusao say, boy, boy. Any place you for me in your Makosi. Oh, yeah, sure, still target to Ujinum or Simijinum. Oh, yeah, sure, Mijinum.
Against out of now, I got just 3-1.
Still,
it was also league in a
yes. See, still, you're league in the FA Cup. That is the target. So you became the spokesperson of the target. Then all of a sudden, you want to throw at us. Say you are rebuilding. For me, that state now, an experienced person say, "Coach Karim Zito, a dream, a painting mami will say, this man can't continue." And Rich, you see, sometimes you can go overboard with how hard you can be on the Kotoko management. Today, we are not discussing the IMC. Mijiri say the right time to discuss the IMC will be after the season. Yobo season where we are, Rich, the kind Kotoko management led by Nana Penka would have gone 3 seasons in their capacity as the administrators of the club. If anybody is interested in us having a fair, objective analysis of Omuju Omadi over the past 3 years, we can have that conversation. But another, the discussion is that Coach Karim Zito, they told him it is their decision for amicable settlement and for Obia interest to be kept. The coach had to resign. They've met Coach Prince and Hamza and they've told them to continue. No credit say, baby, that was supposed to be what the decision should be, and it has been taken. Rich,
okay. Insurance of 4.5 feet. Memo BMCC, I mean, message bear me, be now for Supreme MBA lines, no. Emma, a tear for and some prayers. So I say his first mistake was when he said he's not scared to resign, and that no club has ever fired him before. When he made such a statement few months ago, I knew he had crossed the line of management. Okay, I guess I say, do you say from the very beginning, I always told myself, can't Zito explain too much on failure in his coaching role in Kotoko. He was mediocre. And Brandon and so at the Abakofi, Brahma and Afi, Yena cinema at Yefono, and some.
Rich, for me, I'm sorry to people like Ayala, but me to change end of the season and sign as a Kotoko management.
Okay.
I mean, Kotoko fan be or who pise main chance are there no. Because 2.5 seasons is more than enough. And I think the IMC has filled up him, so I think so. If Nane Amponse's management was criticized for less, then it is still with them. Rich, and I'll take it from two thematic areas. First of all, the last Kotoko coach, Yapamono, was postponed at the Ogum. Yapamono, it was in and around the same issues. You see, Kotoko non-performance now partners. It stems also from certain things that are being done off the field. I've been a player in discipline baby or which has still been lingering.
As it players the mark baby or mother.
Me personally, a little bit petty about it, but then since that time, those things are still been lingering. It has come up recently.
Now, so management in the ball.
Yes, the ball management.
Now, coach in team manager.
By extension, the coach is part of management. Management, and the coach buy. Again, when you put things in place, team manager, that is part of management. Ownership, the day-to-day administration of the well-being of the players. And Kotoko as a club of the King's club, no, that level of indiscipline is beyond Kotoko. Way beyond Kotoko. For me, the management have not held themselves in the highest esteem. In their qualification to Africa, it was bad. Africa, the results they brought back to Kotoko was bad. Now, for all of us, Kotoko Free Africa by on Bekache say because of money, which made a lot of sense at the time. As it stands now, the Africa that gave Kotoko the chance to be able to make revenue extra for Abetamuan, and it's in serious jeopardy. Because there are only two ways that Kotoko bet in Africa, which is winning the FA Cup or winning the league.
Is the FA Cup a bomb?
It is zero. And then the league is also in doubt.
Oh, glad I'm
Oh, they see a movie and they be able to say football. But the league is in doubt. So there have been little to no progress. And there, again, Rich, Abra coach Karim Zito Babe Kotoko coach. What was the initial plan that we had Safuduku Esquire say? Mr. Safuduku Esquire, then Anoka. Rich, was it not a plan to be what's the name? Technical director. Before all of a sudden, Kotoko moved him to become the head coach. And up to now, Kotoko and first substantive coach and Mama crime dito and Kwanko in Juma.
And it means that's happening. And to some extent, maybe my mama know ya say management. I say you
understand?
Because Satama now pam coach no.
Yeah.
It means that Tama would the crime dito grab no.
Yeah.
Now the coach had never.
Exactly.
You also need Panoba no technical director. All of a sudden, I fed you as a head coach.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, who the actually boy in India.
Yes.
Fed you yes, one head.
Because Karim Zito a legend of the club. So for me, that role was perfect.
Okay.
It was perfect for Karim Zito. Onshare into the finding of a new manager. Ideally, was supposed to be a younger manager. I bet to your boss a kakra. Not team grew. Rich, the performances of Coach Abdul Karim Zito has not been good. And he has not even held himself in the highest esteem in terms of some of the things that he said. Okay? Apart from and the last messages were brilliant. The first one about the Kotoko fans, brilliant. But somebody sent you a message. 100%. As a coach, you don't ever bluff on your fans. That is a signing your death warrant before you die.
And also I'm resign. And a club bien also a permanent.
You see, but young Congo can't fans say we empamo that and I think Raji, that one it was way below belts. Rejuning. And now me channel my timelines so that I add 2 and 2 together. And now all Lancaster be 12, 1, 2. Baby I'm doing now be 2, 3. Where I was, Coach Karim Zito called somebody that was it. Told the person that the meeting had not started, but things are not good for him. I'm telling you.
Okay.
So I'm not surprised that
Once the decision happened between 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. I knew that, okay, that was true. And when I said, I'm going to be my bet now, watching 2 more around that time, the meeting had not started. Because that call came around, 3 something.
In fact, your meeting started 6.
Yes, wow.
The Hamza is also there. It started 6.
Wow.
And so it means that
so, Rich, maybe honestly, I think that SM management is not to me APBA. And I don't know how Coach Prince was saying.
Decisions
any Hamza or being. Rich, I think sometimes me and to your boss management, we can't always listen to fans. It can't always be like that too. I mean, respectfully. But say Kotoko fans can say no, person Africa, person Africa. It doesn't happen just like that. See, you be not say Jumano to me and kakra. Let us be patient with such people. One day, Kotoko will get back to the glory. You better be a strong squad because of patience. And you be and say, oh, faction we see and free nipamra. Because when Prosper Nato Gumo there were a lot of mamas in the corridors. Say Akopa for some person They are those who can do the Kotoko job. Akopa representative about Benzema Mejman. There are a lot of other Akopa representatives who are also waiting on the fringes. I'm told the likes of Coach Siko Akuno now would like to leave Goma here to come and do the Kotoko job. Coach Maxwell Kuredu would love to do the Kotoko job. We should not approach it as Akopa versus non-Akopa. One bit my Kotoko Jumano. Say Siko Akuno neighbor, whichever direction, it has to send a bear. Management to have a clear plan. Because Rich, in case starting an Aprimcraft first 10 years, almost there be. Unless it becomes too bad. At some point, I agree with Prosper Natogum. Because that's our genesis. But if almost every time there's a change in plan, maybe a charm and son and Rich make our say, immediately you change from technical director to senior coach. Now with time, once the sound fast senior coach now Mana carries down the Jumano, it was a sticking time bomb. And here we are. Rich, no disrespect to Hamza Obin. He doesn't have a coaching license, I don't know for Coach Prince or say if he has a great Prince Owusu. But that team alone, when Hamza is also going to do his license A and take over the Kotoko junior team, how would these people win the league for us for not the end of the season? When Ibrahim Tankomo have settled in Takwa, Omu Stadium, they control things, the media and everything is fine. Match so much. When a lot of the clubs, like including Ediana, are organizing funds to help them. Rich.
Last of Dukudia. I was so say yes, 2 coaches na digmed in the amono. Prince and then Hamza. Still now no Kotoko target is to win the league.
Of course, they must stay within their target.
They should change their target. Sometimes in the course of the season, when things don't go well, you change the target.
You see,
this is a Kotoko.
You see, it is only when you speak as a journalist where you are real. But Safuduku, that's PR.
Yeah. And a bad thing at this point, because
you get it.
League,
there are times people have failed to understand the two situations are not the same. If you look at the league table, Osha Club are almost stable environment to go through the end of the season. You will tip Mediaba. And then you will tip Hasfolk, Adriana ahead of Kotoko. Because now you believe Kotoko is in crisis. Kotoko is in a sort of transition. That is journalism. Journalism, they say, but FCCA, if there is a call to you from the Napenkra, say, Branebe deputy PRO for Kotoko. We can't call you on phone and you say Kotoko had given up on the league. That would be bad PR. That would be very, very bad PR. Say Kotoko bedi tu mene. Say league, it is over. Rich, do you expect them to come and say Kotoko support as a stadium? League match. League our job to say league in a stadium. Have we forgotten say the next Kotoko game is against us? They must approach the game as if say and cry on league trophy. And at this point, you don't expect the Kotoko public relations officer to come out and say, Bibia, Edia Bembubeba, Bibia, Ejitum say we are failed. In PR, I don't expect that. In journalism, you can do your job. I don't see that. There were a lot of times you go for it. Disagreed with Sani Diara. They disagree with Henry Asantichum. They disagree with Safuduku. And I'm saying, look, it is because
their job.
It is because you've not been in their position. Yes, you are a journalist. They are PR people. You don't expect Mumianu to speak the same language. Say journalist, any PR. If you speak the same language about a certain institution, one of you is not doing his job well.
Yeah.
Me
realistically. Me say league in Kotoko Njimi.
Me TSC say ubie Mike Mame. Now I always sound like I am defending Kotoko. I am defending FA. Then it means I'm not doing a journalistic work. I am doing a PR work. Say unfair. Obi say Safudu Kwanasa